Spinny, spin. Me, how you doing? This is my daily vlog, and I talk about random stuff. And this is my beard, and I have a link down below. Eventually, I will, and it's for a donation towards the Christchurch earthquake appeal because I'm growing it for 181 days based on how many people died. So it's getting big. It's about 80 something days at the stage. Had a couple of hours of work today at a school, and that was about it. And just been looking at catching up some YouTube bits and pieces. And something that seems to be in the news a bit at the moment is Nakba Rally. I think I'm saying that right. And it coincides with Israeli independence. Israel has a celebration called Independence Day or something like that, and they're celebrating. And then on the other side, the Palestinian Arab world have Nakba, which is something translated into, it was a mourning day because they lost. It's an Israeli independence based on the fact that this is the day that it was formed, I don't know, 63, 64 years ago, I think it was said. Which, as people know, Israel was formed after the World War II, and it was for the Jewish state after the whole, the word has slipped my mind, which is bad. Holocaust. There we go. Jeez, such a bad word, and it slipped my mind. But then that comes after the whole fact after World War One, the Arab nations were split up after the Ottoman Empire got beat in World War One. So all this is, I think people don't realise that the whole Middle East problem stems right back to that. Ottoman Empire was a very stable location and had huge borders, but was actually, ruled within, the Ottomans, and it was just a massive area. It was one of the largest empires out there. And then after World War One, it got split up because of the colonial powers of France and England, and there's probably some others in there. And then it got demolished even a little bit more when Israel was born. Now, I'm not against Israel. It's there. You can't do anything about it now. It's history. It's been created. So I'm not against Israel. However, I am against a lot of their policies, particularly how if I was part of or over there, I would be not celebrating the Israeli independence. I'd be protesting the Nakba Rally. I'd be in there because of the fact that the Israeli government is pushing away people that did live on those lands originally. And then they prosecute them. That's why there's so many refugee camps and so forth, and that's why they've created these areas, Gaza Strip and the West Bank, and they discriminate against them. They hold them within ransom within their own little area. They control them. They've been herded into this little space, and then on top of that, what they say is they then put settlements in there, and then you have the US backing them with, like, just recently I did a video on this ages ago about how the US have at the Security Council they vetoed condemning Israel for continuing the settlement process in the West Bank. And it's the only one that did veto that. Everyone else was for condemning them for doing that. So, as I said, I'm not against Israel as a country being there. It's there, but the process of living together needs to be implemented so much better. Israeli politicians are. I've been watching Al Jazeera and the protests that are going on, and there's protests over in Lebanon, and then also down in Cairo in Egypt. They wouldn't have been doing that before, they said, because of Mubarak, but now they're protesting. And Israel's going to be panicking here, and then it's also happening within West Bank and in Gaza, and the military are going in there and just silencing them and killing them and so forth, and it's ridiculous. And then on the Real News network, they showed that this is a really good piece. It was a demonstration Israelis, so it's not. That's the thing. It's the Israeli government. It's not the Israelis. However, there is a separate thing going on there. in Israel, they're not allowed to celebrate or not allowed to even mention Nakba Rally, and they had to do this silent protest showing this, and these are Israelis doing this, and other Israelis that were out there were going, you can't do this, you can't be, it's our lands, and we suffered through the Holocaust and so forth, and it, it's the whole eye for an eye thing. It doesn't work, and everyone's just going blind because one side does one thing, one side the other. Why don't people just go, hey, that's it, that's how it was, I'm sorry, let's just get on with it, let's work together. But no one wants to work together, and it is frustrating. Money, greed, power, all those things, the other things that cause this world to be a problem and suffer. Hopefully one day we'll get it right. Remember Building 7. See ya. Spinny, spin, spin, spin.